always go back and forth. You know what I'm saying? But I love, first of all, I'm outside of my house right now. My whole family's Christian, so that's why I'm outside, just to be respectful. Because also I intend to be respectful to you as well. But they don't even want to hear. So that's why if you could, that's why I'm saying Muslims say produce your proof. You know what I'm saying? So if you can give me something like I see you doing with other people, you know what I'm saying? I would look into it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not someone who's closed-hearted and nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So
Of
that's why
course.
I'm surprised you brought me. This is my first time ever even trying to be. I watch your videos for like a good 2-3 months now. I'm like, man, you know
Really?
what I'm saying? And you do bring up some good stuff. All my friends bring up good stuff though. You know what I'm saying? But
Tell
I,
me, as a Muslim,
mm-hmm,
and you say that you like my videos.
yeah.
Tell me about, like, from your point of view as a Muslim, what is it about my videos? I guess about me or my content that you like.
Okay, so I will say this, a stuff for the lot. So I would say I like I like when I see, Muslims, I don't even say I like it. Sometimes I just watch it just to see people's valid points. You out of all Christians I've ever seen do have the most valid points out of, it's like some people I'm like, man, why is this Muslim even arguing with this person? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? But you bring up valid points to where, and of course, as the Muslims probably do to you, so you'd have to dig deeper into, because you know about, like the other day I was watching the one with Sneeko. I was watching the one with Sneeko, and
Mhm,
they were trying to say with the age of 22 and 42, and you were saying
mhm,
if I say that to a regular Christian, they just gonna be like, but you were like,
mm,
but nah, he ruled for 1 year at 22, and then he ruled for another 1 year at 42. You know what I'm saying? So I was
mhm,
like, I've never even heard a Christian say that. So you also very in depth with your Christian knowledge. So that's another reason why I even like watching it. So
mm.
everything you do, you up there with it. You know what I'm saying? Like my mom, they don't go to church. We didn't go to church that much. You know what I'm saying? I grew up
Yeah.
in the church though. I was singing all the Christian songs, but I would say they say reverted, but as a Muslim, we believe that we were always Muslim. About 2019, so that's about 5 years ago now.
So
5 years.
2019, you left Christianity and joined Islam.
I'll say this. I add on to that too. It's not like I didn't go straight from Christianity to Islam. So
Mm,
before Christianity, so my dad was always Muslim, like since I was a little kid. So I've always
yep.
been going to the masjid, and this we'll get into it, but I always look at things with an open heart, and maybe Christians will say that's not a good thing to do with an open heart because you want to guard your faith and stuff like that, but I always look at this with open heart. When I would go to the masjid, the God that they're talking about sounds like the God that I know. You know what I'm saying? The God that knows everything, the God that is merciful, the God that is, you know,
You
understand.
sure?
And hey, we can get into it. That's why I'm here. We can get into it, man. But yeah, that's the God I know. I say one of the first things that really made me, when they were like, "Oh, God knows the amount of leaves on every tree, the amount of blades of grass on the earth." I'm like, man, you know what? That's the God I know. The God that knows absolutely everything, what you're thinking, what's in your heart, what you say, what you don't say, everything like that. So, but yeah, and then so your question on here, I can't see it right here because I'm not on YouTube, but it was Islam has no answer, or what's the exact question?
Well, or there wasn't a question. That was just a little hook,
Okay, okay.
a little hook to bring y'all in here. It's pretty much open. I was just really asking
Mm-hmm.
what makes Islam true to you? Like what is it that convinces you that Islam is true? And so when I hear that, because it differs on each person, when
Mm-hmm.
I hear that, I go from there and I show you. I'm going to show you whatever you say. I'm going to show you that very reason. I'm going to show you that that's why Islam is false.
Okay, okay. So there's the verses that talk about knowledge, like about and I'm not even the best Muslim, you know what I'm saying, that you could talk to, you know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
the sea with the water, with the salt water on one side,
Where the two
the
seas
fresh
meet.
water. Yeah, and
Mm-hmm.
how he talks about the seas being separate like that. There's a lot of, so even before I was like Muslim, you know what I'm saying? I believe I was always Muslim, but even before I was Muslim, you would say I was always big on science. So
Okay.
before I even was ready to jump to Islam, I wanted to prove with science, because I love God no matter what. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted
Mm-hmm.
to prove with science, just because I would want to. Everyone should know about God. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
got
I just
you.
wanted to
So
prove with science, like, hey, with
you
science.
believe that the Quran contains basically supernatural scientific knowledge that wouldn't have been known at the time of Muhammad. And so this shows that God is giving divine knowledge and divine revelation to Muhammad, to the rest of the world.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So all right, so let me ask you this then.
Mm-hmm.
If if the Quran got any of these things wrong, would that prove that the Quran is actually not from God and false?
You'd have to produce your proof. You know what I'm saying? But so
I
let me
know. I'm
just
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 saying,
because I
yeah.
want to be open hearted though, just because you said it. So you said
So
if the
that's what I'm
Quran.
asking.
Mhm.
If that was the case, if it was the case that the Quran was wrong about some of these things, like let's say one thing, if it was wrong about one of these things, would that prove that the Quran is not from God?
Some things are not revealed to us yet as well. You know what I'm saying? So I can't just say
Mm.
yes because some things are spoken like there's things that have just been revealed like
Discovered, right?
in the last 100 years. You know what I'm saying? So maybe it takes
Okay.
more time for it to be true. So are you saying that there's something that's actively that you could prove is already false, is not
Yeah,
able to be
something that we know, yeah, something that we know now scientifically has already been discovered. It's already, already a fact, right?
mm-hmm.
And the Quran gets this particular thing wrong. Would that prove that the Quran is false and not from God?
Would that prove it?
Mhm.
I couldn't say that would prove it. This what I and that, let me tell you why
Mm.
I'm really Muslim. That's just what I tell you. But brother to brother, I've had revelation with the Quran. You know what I'm saying? So I've had supernatural things that happen. You know, you would say supernatural, but it wasn't like super. It was crazy. It was something crazy that was
You've
going
had
on.
some spiritual experience.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And
I
I've
got
heard
you.
Christians have it. So maybe it's not even about a Quran or Christian or Jew thing. Maybe it's just a, I've had a spiritual experience concerning the Quran.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's spirit. Okay, nice. So let's deal with the first thing first, though. Okay,
Yes, sir.
because at first you were saying yeah, you know what, this is big for me, like
Mm-hmm.
personally. I love science. When it comes to scientific facts and proving, seeing how God aligns with scientific facts, that's a huge thing. That means a lot for you.
Mm.
And so
Well, hold
that
on. I'll say this. I don't want to just cut you off, right? At the end of the day, I don't care if science could prove God because I still love God. You know what I'm saying? So maybe even if science couldn't prove it, because I've been trying to prove it with science. So at
but
the end
yeah,
of the day,
we're not talking about that. No worries about that, bro.
mm-hmm.
I'm just
Okay,
saying,
okay, okay.
if scientific miracles
Mm-hmm.
um, are enough to prove that the Quran is from God, then scientific falsehoods will be enough to prove that it's not from God. You see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
So if science is good enough to prove that the Quran is true, then science is good enough to prove that the Quran is false. If the Quran gets some of that stuff wrong.
I see what you're saying, but then that's why I say I believe in God above the science. You get what I'm saying? I
So then
want
I got you. So that means that science is not good enough to prove that the Quran is true. Because
science is
let's say the Quran got every scientific fact correct. That
mm-hmm.
still wouldn't mean that it's the word of God. It wouldn't. It wouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because if it was the other way around, you wouldn't say, "Oh, well, that disproves the Quran." So you can't use science then.
You can't. So you want me to use something else that why the Quran? Because I
Yeah,
mainly
I need something objective and substantial that shows that the Quran is true. If you're saying, look, if you want to go with science and say scientific miracles,
okay.
I'll allow that and we'll go that route. But if I show you that it's wrong scientifically in some areas, you can't say, oh, well, that doesn't disprove it. You got to stay consistent.
I'll say the signs. I'll take the signs. So when I mean the signs is
Mhm.
like the things that were, and that also kind of digs into the science because there's signs that it's true. But you're saying so you're trying to disprove some of the signs. So like the reign of the Moors, I would consider that to be a sign. You know what I'm saying? The
The
way the
what?
Christians had the reign of the Moors, the Moorish Empire.
The reign of the Moors?
Mm-hmm.
The Quran mentions the reign of the Moors?
Well, it just talks about that was when they started going on their empire. They use the Quran and all of their beliefs from the Quran to take on the world basically and have one of the greatest empires all time.
What does that? Wait, what does that do with the Quran though?
The signs. I'm talking about the signs in the Quran. So people using the Quran to manage great feats like algebra. You know what I'm saying? Like, but these are just Muslim principles and things
Algebra
like
is
that.
not in the Quran.
It's not in the Quran, but people who are Muslim use the Quran and align their thoughts to then do great things. So that's
No,
what
they
I would
didn't.
say.
They just were smart.
They were just smart people.
Yeah.
All right, all right. So I'll say, let me just get something with the Quran for sure. God is the most gracious, the most merciful. That is
Let's go with
right.
that. All
That's what
right,
I
let's
say.
go with that. God is the most gracious and the most merciful.
And say it one
So,
more time.
okay. So look, so if we if we find in the Quran that there are instances where he's not gracious and not merciful, and I'm not talking about to like people who maybe deserve his judgment. I'm talking about to innocents, to folks who do not deserve his judgment. We say that, okay, yeah, this can't be from God if it's showing that he's not kind and merciful and gracious in these instances?
In this world or in the
In the
next
Quran.
world?
In this world, in the
In
Quran.
the Quran?
Yeah.
Okay, but this isn't just the main. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, like people in Gaza right now, going through crazy struggle right now. You get what I'm
Dude,
saying?
bro, I'm
So
trying to find out why the Quran is true to you. Come on, man.
okay, I'll say the God is the most gracious, the most merciful. That's what it is. So if
Okay.
you can show me how God is not gracious and merciful in the Quran, I had to look into it. I say that. You know what I'm saying? I don't
Okay.
feel comfortable with saying it, but I will look into it. I'll tell you that.
No worries. No worries.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll show you something. Look, I'm gonna show you something.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Gracious and merciful. Gracious and merciful. Whoops. Yeah, this is the right verse. All right. So this is the verse here. I'll show it on the screen. You're on your phone, huh? So you probably can't. Can you see what's on the screen?
It's load. It looks like it's loading up right now. Is it from the Quran? I have a Quran in my back. Okay, I can see it though.
You can see it now? Okay. Is it good enough? You can see it clearly?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So this is chapter 4, verse 24 of the Quran. It says, also forbidden for you are women already married, except those captives and slaves whom your right hand possesses. This Allah ordained for you. All others are lawful, provided you seek with mar, a bridal price, from your property, desiring chastity, not committing illegal sexual intercourse. So with those whom you have enjoyed sexual relations, give them their bridal price, their mahar, as prescribed, and so on and so forth. Now, the part that I want to focus on is this category right here. Okay, not the all others that are lawful, because this is not even talking about the same group. This group right here. Okay, it says it's talking about the kind of women that are forbidden for you, but the women you can take and have relations with.
Yes, sir.
So married women are off limits. Married women are off limits. Except there's an exception. Except the ones who you capture in war, your right hand possess, and make your slaves. So the Quran is allowing you. Let me ask you this: Is adultery wrong?
Adultery wrong.
Okay, so adultery, like sleeping with another man's wife, right?
Yeah.
That's wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. The Quran here gives permission for you to sleep with another man's wife as long as you have captured her in war and made her your slave.
Okay.
Is that gracious and merciful?
Let me indulge.
I'll let you indulge, man.
So let's say me and you, we at war, all right?
Yep.
Boom. You got me as a slave. doing your yard work. You took the women. You only making the man work. You just gonna
Uh-huh.
leave my woman alone. You're not gonna do nothing with her.
No, what I'm gonna do is I would bring both of you into my household, and both of you would work.
Whoa, let the woman be, man. You don't gotta make her work. Let her be a woman.
Oh, she's look. If she's in the land of my enemies,
Hmm.
we've taken over. We won the battle. She's without her husband, so she has no covering or protector.
Yeah.
I'll let her stay in my place. I'll let her still be with her husband, and you guys can work. You guys can be my servants.
Mm. So both of them, you're saying you took over, you went to battle with the enemies.
Hmm.
If you went to battle with the enemies, did you kill the husband or did you let him live?
Nope, the husband's still alive here because they're married. So the husbands are still alive.
I want to say in this verse it's talking about where the husbands are killed
Nope.
off in
Let me tell you
war.
why.
Okay.
What is a married woman who has lost her husband?
A
What is she
widow.
called? A
A
widow,
widow.
right?
Hmm.
So, and this concept is in Islam. She isn't identified as a widow. She's identified as a married woman currently.
Hmm.
Let me show you the hadith on this because there's a hadith that actually gives you the background context of this.
Okay.
So let me pull this up. Let me get put in. Whoops. One Message Foundation. All right, here we go. Watch
And
this
that's
here.
another thing. When you ask me why I like you so much,
Why?
you know more hadith than me. I promise. I don't, because I'm almost done with the Quran, but you know so
Mhm.
much hadith, so it's crazy. But yeah, let me see.
Thank you, bro. All right, so this is Sunan on the side, 3333. Everybody wants this. Sunan on the side, 3333. Let me go ahead and put
Mhm.
this in the comments section so you guys can have this in your back pockets. This is for you too, bro.
Yes, sir.
I want you to have this too. All right, so it says it was narrated. It was, whoops, what I do? Okay.
There you go.
It was narrated from Abu Sa'id al-Kurdi that the Prophet of Allah sent an army to Al-Tas. They met the enemy, fought them, and prevailed over them. They acquired female prisoners who had husbands among the idolaters. So even after the battle, the husbands are alive.
Hmm.
Okay, and watch this. Because of this, it says the Muslims felt reluctant to be intimate with them.
Okay.
All right. So even the Muslims had common sense, like, yo, okay, we can have the women because they're not married,
Hmm.
but they're married. So what do we do? They're reluctant, they're hesitant. So what happens? Then Allah, the mighty and sublime, revealed. Also forbidden are women already married, except those slaves whom your right hand possesses. Right? Meaning this is permissible once they have completed their iddah. Means that you
Hmm.
got after you make sure they're not pregnant, you can go ahead and sleep with her. So
Now, does Ida? Cause I just seen your other one. Does Ida? Is that the term for divorce? Are we gonna throw that in there?
no, Ida is not for divorce. So the term for divorce is talak.
Okay.
That's what that chapter is called. The
Let me
65:4 that I
screenshot
was
this.
talking
I
about.
gotta screenshot this real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I just screenshot that just so I can
All right.
remember that.
So the word for divorce is talak. Ida is just waiting period or prescribed period. Okay.
Hmm.
So it's the period that a man and a woman wait to make sure she's not pregnant,
Hmm.
before doing stuff, you know.
Okay.
So yeah. So these Muslims, they were reluctant, right? They were hesitant to have sex with these women because they were married, So but then Allah allowed this. Now let me ask you this, bro.
Hmm.
Um, would a married woman who has been attacked by another army and they lost, her husband lost the battle, but her husband is still alive, would this married woman willingly go now with her captor and sleep with her knowing that her husband is still alive?
You may tell the truth.
Tell the truth.
her husband. We're not talking about Christian. We talking about an idolater. You know what I'm saying? Idolatry people,
Why does
right?
that matter?
We talking about character. This we got these city girls out here right now. They might sleep on you with their husband for no reason. You get what I'm
Why does
saying?
that doesn't answer my question, bro?
You're saying would they willingly sleep with another man?
Yeah.
I'm not a woman, but I would say yes, they could willingly. I can say they would unwillingly if you want me to go with that. But I would definitely
I
say they
want you to
might.
be real, bro. I want you to
Mhm.
be real. I
It's
want you to be real.
polygamous. Like in Hindu, they can have multiple partners.
Yeah, that's not about that. I'm asking, would they willingly go with their captor, a person who has defeated their husband in battle,
Hmm.
and now they're being taken from their land? Would they willfully sleep with them, knowing that their husband is still there and alive?
I I see what you're saying, and in a perfect world, you would want me to say no,
I just want
right?
you to be honest. If you're just give
Okay,
me
you
your
want me to be
honest answer.
honest?
Yeah,
If
just be
if
honest.
if big bank take little bank, you heard that. If somebody else come with more money, they might take my girl. That's all I'm saying. So would I say that she would definitely listen? I might just be in the fields working, and we gotta go to war, and the women come
Bruh,
over.
come
You
on,
know what I'm
man. You
saying?
know the answer to this, dude.
This man on a big old horse comes up. You think my woman don't want him? Big old horse, nice armor. You know what I'm saying? He's a nice guy. He's a good Muslim brother. She might want to sleep with him. Are you trying to say that women don't cheat? If that's what you're trying to say, then we got to pick.
What we doing here, man? What we doing, man? Talk, talk, talk to me, Tone. What we doing, man? Come on, man. What, what, what we doing, Tone? Do you tell me, man? Tone, what we doing, dog?
No man. No man. Hey, listen. That's just how it be. That's how. Listen. And
Come
I'll
on,
say
man.
this. I'll say this. To your point, a good Christian woman wouldn't do that. But if we talking about someone who aren't following the principles that we're speaking on, I cannot say that she wouldn't want to sleep with him. I couldn't say
Okay,
that.
no worries,
You know what I'm
bro.
saying?
So, uh,
I invite you to bring me another
according,
example.
no, just hold on. It's okay. I'll stick with
Okay.
this one because in your mind, I think you know really the answer, but you went some other direction if you wanted to. Fine. Let's
You don't
just
know about the
lay
city
out what you
girls?
said and see if it's logical.
Okay.
These
Okay.
married women who were attacked, husbands fought, beaten, taken
Mm-hmm.
captive against her will, would actually willingly sleep with her captor because she's now attracted to now the big man on the campus who defeated her husband in battle, who come on a nice white steed, you know. Now she's going to willingly give herself up to this captor who took her from her homeland, took her
Mm-hmm.
from her kids, took her from her husband. She's going to willingly sleep with him happily.
Can I say
Sure,
one thing though? Can I say one
sure.
thing?
Go
Can I say
ahead,
one
bro.
thing? Rape is not permissible though. So she would have
So
to
what is
willingly.
this?
She would have to willingly want to, even with the
What do you
verses.
mean? Her consent is not there's her consent is not needed.
What do you? What? Where does? Okay, now you pushing it. Now you know what I'm saying.
I'm not.
I get what you're saying about the verse, saying that oh, basically the man getting his girl took. So you saying that's not merciful? This man is an idolater. You know what I'm saying?
He's a that's his wife. Is he being wronged?
Now
Is he
what? Is
is
he
he a
being
victim
wrong?
of adultery? Here's my question. Is he a victim of adultery?
Does he first believe in adultery? What is his
It doesn't
religion?
matter if he believes in it or not. Adultery is adultery. Well, that doesn't matter what you believe. He has
Ah,
a wife. His wife is being taken from him and being slept with by another man who defeated them and kidnapped his wife. Is he a victim of adultery, bro?
okay. Do you know what marriage is? I'll say yes. I'll say yes.
Thank you.
I don't
He's a
want to. I
victim of
hate when
adultery.
people.
Thank
I hate
you.
when people avoid your questions. To my standard, he's a victim of adultery. Yes, to what you're saying. Now, let me
Thank
ask
you.
you this: Do you know what marriage is?
Yes, it's a union between a man and a wife.
Not just that. Through God, there's no marriage without God. Can you
That's
agree
not
on that?
true. Okay. Are these are polytheists, yet the Quran still calls them married people.
Yeah. But
So
I'm
when they
asking
make
you.
a commitment, when
But
they make a commitment together, even your Quran acknowledges their commitment that they have with each other, even if it's under their polytheistic rituals or whatever. The Quran
I'm talking
still
about me and
recognizes
you.
them as married.
I'm talking about me and you though. Is there any marriage without God?
There's a union with God. It's a union between man and wife. So God is the one who instituted marriage. Even if
Mm-hmm.
God is not in everybody's life, like an atheist, for example, they
Mm-hmm.
can get married even though God is not in their life.
Okay, I'll tell you this. I'll give you an example. Right?
No,
I cannot
dude,
marry.
this is not on the point, bro. It's
No,
not
this
on
is
the
for
point.
you. This is for you. Are you trying to say you believe
Is
in
it
marriage?
is it on the point? Is it on the point though?
This is definitely on the point because it
Okay,
has
so
it
you're
has.
gonna address how these people are a victim of adultery, how Allah is allowing and permitting adultery. You're going to go ahead and address that.
Okay, so you're trying to say that they are purposely doing adultery, which is a monotheistic term.
It's
That's what
not
you're
a
saying.
monotheistic term. It has nothing to do with theology.
Okay. So what is it? Okay, maybe I'm dumb. Maybe excuse me for my ignorance. What explain adultery in your full.
Adultery is when a married person steps out of their marriage, sleeping with another person other than their spouse. That's what adultery is.
Okay, so now you said a married person. So this is why I asked you. Between me and you, not what anybody else thinks, what is marriage?
I already told you what it is.
So when a union between man and woman.
Yes.
So now that's what it is for you. For me, I cannot.
No, that's what it is. That's what it is. It's not my perspective. It's what the definition of marriage is, bro. What are we doing,
According
bro?
to who?
Come on, man. Like
Acco-
are you
who?
wasting my time now?
According to who? Okay, so let me say
Come
this.
on,
If
bro.
that's what you're saying, marriage
So
is.
wait, so let's just skip all of this because you
We
say
can
you
skip it.
watch a lot. You hate when Muslims do this. You're doing it right now.
No, I
Don't
agree
waste
with you. You were saying it's adultery, but you're saying it on the terms of marriage. So that's one thing I do watch. You don't go. Sometimes you go a little deep, like you be in the 6 foot
Are
war,
they married or
and then when
not,
it get to
bro?
that 12
Are
foot
they
pool,
married? Are they
huh?
married?
I'm
Are they
I'm
married?
not married.
No, no, no.
Are they married?
Yeah,
Can
are
I
they
ask you a
married,
question?
man? Are they
Yes, they're married.
married?
They're married.
Okay. So if his wife sleeps with someone who's not her husband, is that adultery?
I said it's adultery. You making me
Okay,
repeat
so why
myself.
are we wasting time? Let's deal with the text, bro. So
I said that the text.
Allah permits adultery. He permits adultery here in this verse. The man is a victim of adultery, and even the woman is a victim of adultery by being taken captive and being slept with while her husband is still alive. Is that gracious and merciful?
Is that gracious and merciful? Okay, so we gotta rewind here because once you didn't let me say nothing and then you just trying to fast forward it a little bit. So this is what I'm trying to say. A Muslim cannot marry a non-Muslim, right? No, not a non-Muslim. A Muslim can marry a Christian, a Jew, or a Muslim. A Muslim cannot marry an atheist. So this is what I'm getting at. If a Muslim were to tell me he was married to an atheist, I would tell you their marriage is invalid. That's what I would say. So that's what I'm trying to get at right now. They don't go by the same rules. So do you know what polygamy is?
Does the Quran call them married?
The Quran calls them married
So then they're married.
because the Quran is
That's it.
speaking. The Quran speaking to you though, as someone
Okay.
who doesn't have the utmost knowledge.
All right, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and close it out, man. I'm tired. You take
Tired.
care, man. Thanks for coming through. You know, we had some good laughs. I appreciate it.
Oh
You
man,
have a good time, man. Keep
you can't
watching,
give me
man.
one more.
Oh,
You can't save me.
yeah, no, I can't. You're not being honest, bro. You're playing games.
I just said it's adultery. I said it's adultery, right?
Oh, okay.
I didn't deny that it's adultery. Now
Yeah,
you're
but
asking me,
so then
is it
stop
merciful?
wasting my time. Like seriously, you're trying to go all out. when we've already dealt with the issue. It's adultery.
Okay.
Allah allows adultery. Is that gracious and merciful, bro? Yes or no?
Are you saying Allah allows adultery in all forms?
That's what the verse says.
The verse says Allah allows adultery in
Yes.
any form.
Married women are forbidden for you, except the captive slaves who you possess. So the captive married women are allowed for you. Is that gracious and merciful?
To each his own, man. To each his
I'm
own.
asking you, man.
To the woman, it's merciful. To the man, he might have to take the L. Big bank.
Is Allah being gracious and merciful here to this family, bro? It's simple yes or no.
He's being gracious and merciful. By letting them live, he's being gracious and merciful.
What about by letting another man sleep with his wife? Is he being gracious and merciful?
They just went to war, and now you worry about your wife, man? You got
is that gracious and merciful?
You worry about girls when I just let you live, man?
All right. Yep. All right. Thanks. Thank you for your answer. I appreciate it, bro.
Oh, man. But listen.
Okay. So, guys, that's it. I hope that you guys enjoyed yourselves. That's Islam.